we'll get to the remaining honor roll selections elsewhere on the call. In the meantime, we've been joined by UConn head coach Bob Diaco. The Huskies are 2-8 overall, 1-5 in the American Athletic Conference. UConn was in action this past Saturday against Cincinnati. Cincinnati won the game 41-0. Up next for UConn will be this Saturday. Huskies travel to Memphis for a 4 p.m. Eastern Time start on ESPN News. Coach, thank you for joining us on the call today. If you would take a minute to tie a bow on the game against Cincinnati last week and tell us what you expect to see from your club as you head to Memphis this Saturday, please.
Yeah, credit to Cincinnati, Coach Tuberville. They do a great job. They got a mature team, and it's a class outfit. They're fun. They're fun to compete against because you're watching a game and you respect the way they play. They block, they tackle, they run to the ball, they run the ball hard. So credit to them and their staff. The tail of the tape is we're basically set up. They were set up at or at midfield and very close to our goal line, and scored a bunch on those instances, as you would imagine. They're one of the top offenses in the country anyway. If they're on the 40, the 48, the +4, the 40, the +25, the +20, the +46, the 40, and they all produced basically touchdowns and field goals. So score is not necessarily indicative of the defense and their efforts. And the offense is moving. I mean, they're moving along. So moving forward against preparing to go to Memphis, which is exciting, in our final road contest. Great team, great challenge. They're having a great year. You can see some real talent out there, and do a great job fundamentally coaching them. So we're looking forward to the challenge. We're excited about the challenge, and we get better and better every day. I mean, even as negative as the game, or at least the box score looks, there's a lot of positives for us to take from the game. So we're excited moving forward.
Hey, questions for Coach Diaco, please. Star 1 on your telephone to join the queue, then the operator will introduce you.
We'll take our first question from Dan Tortora with Dan Tortora Broadcast Media.
Hi, Coach. How you doing today?
Good, Dan. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for asking. Looking at this season, you and I have talked about it a lot throughout the year, that you saw it as a mess in the beginning, and it's been less of a mess. You've seen improvement. You've seen positive areas. And to kind of go off of that, but from your perspective as a head coach at UConn, what have you learned about yourself throughout this whole process and trying to condense the issues that you had in the beginning?
Just that, we got to be, day-to-day focus. I think the thought process on focus and a drilled down focus is just so incredibly important, and even more important. Sometimes it's just words, but now that I'm almost in it a full calendar year, we got to give these players on this team, which are some great guys, and we got to give them what they need. And to do that, you got to really stay locked into what that is on a day-to-day basis. So that would be probably just a big thing of affirmation and reaffirmation from this calendar year.
When you look forward on the recruiting trail and your future, how do you feel the name has been taken with UConn and really what you're trying to do and what you're trying to develop? Do you feel that players around the country are buying into what you're really expecting and what you're hoping for and what you've been working toward?
Absolutely, because we're not hiding from any distinctions. We're talking about who we are as a university and who we are as a program. And then when those recruits, the best salesmen, the best people presenting are our student athletes that are on our team right now. So we tell them how we work. We tell them what our program is going to be like, and we do that specifically. That then they get a chance to talk to the young men that are their peers, that are already on the team, and they say, yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly true. And we don't hide from it, I mean, I tell them, do you love football? Why did you start playing football? What does football mean to you? We ask them questions and we listen to their answers. Because if they don't love football, we're probably not going to like them. And they're probably not going to like us.
I appreciate that, Bob, and I respect you for that. Thank you.
And do we have any other questions for Coach Diaco, please? Star 1 on your telephone, if so. Coach, we thank you for your time this week. We look forward to talking to you one last time next Monday.
Thank you, guys. Bye.